This is a screencast showing some uses of Europa's climate data web application using some user stories. First, we start with Paul Casey from our user stories. Paul Casey's family owns a farm in Ontario. He wants to look at the climate trend for his location to decide what crops to grow for his farm. So he loads up the Europa's climate data application and enters the zip code for his farm into the query box. And click search. So the Google map zooms into the location and the data loads below the Google map. The data for the location includes the average temperature from the years 1970, 1980, 1990, and 2000. A chart for the data is displayed below to make it easier for Paul to see the trend of temperature change. The second person from our user stories is Bob Hope, who is a high school teacher in Vancouver. He's teaching his class about climate change. So on a projector in class, he loads up Europa's climate change web application. He enters Vancouver into the query box and clicks search. The Google map zooms to Vancouver and the data, climate data, is loaded below the map. From the chart, the students can see a very strong uptrend in temperature.
And we will now demonstrate how to use the advanced page. Let's first consider the character Joan Cook, who is one of our personas from Assignment 1. Being responsible for forecasting the effects of climate change on Canada's forests, she wants to examine the average yearly temperature from the year 1980 to 1990. So from the main page, you would want to scroll down and you will see a link that says please click here for advanced search. And if you click, it will direct you to the advanced page. On the advanced page, Joan Cook will be presented with 5 drop-down boxes indicating assessment, model, experiment, variable, and location. 2 boxes indicating the start year and the end year. A submit button to confirm selection, and a link to go back to the main page. These drop-down boxes must be selected from left to right. So for example, she would first click on assessment, choose regional, which stands for Canadian Regional Assessment, then click on the model box, choose CRCM 4.2.3 as the model, click on the next box, select SRA2 as the experiment, and then click on the variable box, choose air temperature mean as the variable. And for location, she selects British Columbia. For the start year, she would enter the year 1980, and for the end year, she would enter 1990. Click submit to confirm selection. And now we wait for the results to appear. And once the results appear, she will be presented with the assessment chosen, the model, the experiment, the variable, the years, and the location that she chose. On top of that, she is also presented with a table listing the year within the range of start year and end year, as well as the average yearly temperature in degrees Celsius during each of those years. Since Joan is interested in collecting data, she would click on this link to download the comma separated value file that represents this table. So click, choose to save the file, choose OK. Specify which folder to save the file in the computer. For example, choose desktop and click save to save the file. And if you were to go to that folder where you stored the CSV file in, you will find that very CSV file, and if you open it, you will see the comma separated values that mimics the table on the web page. And that marks the end of our demonstration. We do hope you enjoy our web application and have a nice day.